From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, July 23rd. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm ML Elric. What started as a small gathering of adults and ended with one man dead and 3 others hospitalized has police investigating whether tainted cocaine is circulating in the Grosse Pointes. A 37-year-old Grosse Pointe Woods man died after collapsing in his home Saturday around 6:30 p.m., according to Grosse Pointe Woods Director of Public Safety, John Kosanke. The Free Press has learned that he died after using what police suspect was cocaine that may have been laced with an opioid, and that 3 other people at the home on Lockmore also overdosed. Not far away, in Grosse Pointe Park, another man died that same night after overdosing on what police suspect may be cocaine laced with fentanyl. Another case may have occurred in the city of Grosse Pointe. Both agencies are sharing information with police in Grosse Pointe Woods, where the calm of a sweltering Saturday night was shattered as police and ambulances rushed to a home on the 800 block of Lockmore Boulevard. For the full story, pick up a newspaper or visit freep.com.
I'm Susan Selasky, Detroit Free Press food writer. A new study of popular brands of store-bought hummus shows that a common weed killer turned up in most of the samples tested. The study by the Environmental Working Group found the herbicide glyphosate, the active ingredient in the herbicide Roundup, in 80% of samples tested. The study looked at mostly non-organic brands sold in stores. The chemical has been linked to cancer, although the Environmental Protection Agency disagrees. The agency says it poses no risk to humans. Of the samples tested, Whole Foods Market's original hummus contained the highest levels of weed killer. Even so, the environmental group does not recommend that consumers stop eating hummus because the nutritional benefits from hummus, which is made from chickpeas, outweighs the risk.
This is Brian McCollum, music writer with the Detroit Free Press. Michigan's biggest Labor Day weekend festival has been canceled, like so many other signature events during the coronavirus pandemic. But Arts, Beats, and Eats will keep the music playing this year nevertheless through a combination of drive-in concerts and streaming events. Producers of the Royal Oak Festival aim to present more than 400 local artists and raise up to $500,000 to support musicians whose work has been affected by months of shutdowns. The drive-in concerts will be held in downtown Royal Oak over the Labor Day holiday in the lot that traditionally houses the festival's main stage. Admission will be $30 per vehicle with a host of distancing guidelines in place. Streaming concerts will run across social media platforms in late August and early September. A crowdfunding campaign to support the artists has been launched with $10,000 in seed money from Arts, Beats, and Eats. Oakland County is expected to contribute funding as well, possibly including matching donations. The full artist lineup will be announced in coming weeks. As for the Eats, food trucks will hit neighborhoods in southern Oakland County over Labor Day, while artists who normally would participate in the festival's juried art show will sell their pieces in an appointment system. This would have been the 23rd year for Arts, Beats, and Eats, which launched in 1998 in Pontiac.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. 13 Catholic nuns at a Livonia convent died from coronavirus in the last 3 months, including one sister who had appeared to recover from the disease, but later relapsed. The Global Sisters Report, a project of the National Catholic Reporter, wrote a touching tribute about the loss, publishing a photo of a small memorial dedicated to the nuns in the garden outside the Felician Sisters Convent. In the photograph, a modest metal plaque on a larger stone memorializes the women and their work with the inscription, "Eternal rest give to them, O Lord. Let your light shine upon them." The Felicians helped found St. Mary Mercy Livonia and other care facilities. The nuns who died, the Global Sisters report said, included a librarian, a director of religious education, a secretary in the Vatican Secretariat of State, the author of a 586-page history of the congregation. One was an organist. One helped her second-grade class write and perform a commercial for Campbell's Soup. And one was a nurse who led nursing students on mission trips to Haiti.
I'm Dave Burkett, Lions beat writer for the Detroit Free Press, and as the Lions inch closer to the start of training camp next week, the team sent an email to season ticket holders Wednesday saying it anticipates having reduced capacity if fans are allowed to watch games at Ford Field this fall. That announcement should not come as a surprise to anyone who's followed developments with the NFL and the coronavirus pandemic the last few weeks. The New York Jets and New York Giants already have ruled out having fans at games in the foreseeable future, and many teams have announced reduced capacity limits at their stadiums. The Lions are still awaiting direction from the state of Michigan and city of Detroit to determine what percentage of fans might be able to attend games this season. Whatever that number is, everyone in the building will have to wear face coverings, the NFL announced Wednesday. I'm Dave Burkett, and that's your latest Lions news at Freep.com.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to Freep.com/special offer.